Welcome to this Zentangle Quickie. My name is Heather Hartwick Gladden. I'm a certified Zentangle teacher, and today we're going to take a look at the Tangle Joy from Debbi Minero. This is a new tangle, and we had a great time with the red carpet event today on our Tangle Time sessions. It's another gorgeous tangle from Deb. All right, so starts off with, now, actually, there are decisions to make. And if you look at the description section, the For More Inspiration link, and take a look at Deb's step out, because you can either like kind of have this, well, let me just show you. You just need to decide how far up you want this from the base. So you can have it have a stem or not, is basically where I'm going. Okay, so starts off with a couple of flux or teardrop shapes. And let me eyeball the middle. Yes, there. One going to one side, and the other one kind of mirroring it-ish. All right, then in the middle here, we are going to put a couple curve lines. So about like that. And then one kind of aura-ing that, like so. And then we're going to do two more flux type shapes. This one, it's kind of like this part right here is tucked underneath this. So what I'm going to do is starting up a little bit like here, and I'm going to have it go a little bit longer than the other, and then I'm having it kind of piggyback and butt right up against this one, and same on the other side, like that. You could, and let's see, oh yeah, on the sample that I'll show you in a little bit, it's one of those, of course you can, have these shapes be as large or whatever as you want. This can also hollow out underneath here if you want it to. And if you look at Deb's samples, you'll see, and even within the step out, some of them do that, some of them don't. And it's just a look that whatever you wish to do, you can. All right, next is this is going to be concurrent C-shaped lines, or better known as a scallop, but I like to use the language of, I call it Zentangle ease. So speaking in terms of the elemental strokes that make up tangles. So giving a little bit of space here, and coming from here, like so, and then we're going to aura that as well. This makes me think of the tangle from Zentangle, Moon Pie, and it's one that kind of fits in a corner, but it's definitely not exactly, but it makes me think about that because it has a series of double aura curve lines that then you decorate. Just really, really neat. Okay, and then that has us putting in some orbs in here in that first set. And what did I do? Oh, I decided, because I was trying to save the amount of boxes, and I'm like, well, we're already doing double, so I could do a double one of these. And I mean, the nice thing is some things aren't don't matter what order you do it on, because nothing is hinging. That was the word I was looking for. Hinging on something else. So for instance, like you couldn't do these scallops without having done this first, and you can't really have done this first without doing this and this, that kind of thing. And then later I decided, I could have just saved like all of that for the last step, which would have been like decorating. All right. Next, we're going to do another couple of lines like this, just some straight some straight curve lines. Yeah, I know what I'm talking about. Yeah. Yeah, a straight curve line versus a scalloped curve line. That's where my brain was going. All right. And mine is being a little bit lopsided, but that's okay. It's all good. Oh, probably on this last step, I can make it up and you won't even notice. All right, last step is one more, and this is a singular scallop. Oh, and actually this one, these are more of a C shape like this. It kind of looks like a scallop. But we're bringing it back down to that line. And of course, like, you can decorate this however you wish. Funny, I kind of have that down a bit far for putting a stem, but that's okay. All right. And so after this, well, here are the items that Deb put in her step out for decorating. But as you know, you can do whatever you want. So, and one thing would be right here is to aura this. And then here, she had us putting some kind of wispy lines, or like in some of her samples, like a line with a dot on the end. Could do a line dot dot. I'm going to do some, let's put 3 nice wispy lines in here. Yeah. Oh, and then, that's right, she had some straight lines coming down here. And I love the look of this, by the way. And that's just, I mean, personally. And I do like to start in the middle and go one direction, flip it, and then continue on the other direction. Now this I'm doing with a real light touch, which, well, oops, missed one. A little space there. Oh, and, well, although if I shade that, it's not going to matter. It's like, it's really nice if I could go from one line to the next line. If I could just not go over, that would be great. But when I'm going under, that's, well, I guess I'd rather undershoot than overshoot. All right. Let's see, what other decorating things does she have? Oh, yes, that's right. Right here in this space, she put a little flower. So an orb, and then here you could just do the little C shapes around it. Like that. So cute. And then if you wish, you could put a little stem. Like that. All right. Now, I'm thinking, where to go with this? Let's just play, of course, just with the pen. I'm going to thicken this one side, because I think it's such a neat effect to do. And doing this too, you could kind of reshape things if need be. Yeah. And you know what? I'm thinking, because it's down kind of far. It would have been nicer if I put it up a little bit higher, but I wasn't thinking. I mean, I could do a whole other aura there, but I think I might just leave it. All right, let's play with some shading. Yeah. I'm debating. That's my problem. Going back and forth in my head and letting you listen in on that. Okay. First off, I want to do some shading right here, because whenever I do these lines, and let's do both sides, or all the way around the perimeter, carefully, because it is a small space. Okay. So I'm going to try to keep the movement of the graphite at a minimum. Yeah, I just think it's neat. It kind of recesses it, but then adds a little, neat curve to it. And then let's do wrong way. And I say wrong way because I do my best to aim, have the tip of the pencil and or Tortillion, whatever I'm using on the line. I don't want to go over. Look at how that just pops that. Ooh, so neat. All right, let's see what else. Well, here, of course, sometimes I find it helpful to do the things that I know I like to do with the shading. So like here, where these shapes come in, it's like do the givens first, especially if I'm at a loss. Like I don't know what to do. Well, I'll start with that, and then see where I want to go. So if you ever get stuck on shading, give that a try. And I like it. I think let's do this. Right on these, I'm going to maybe go a little bit darker so there's a contrast between, well, actually it's just right there. Okay, let's see if I can keep this in that little line. Because I wanted to give this the impression of being, that center is open, like it's a loop. Ooh, yes. And because they're kind of flopping over as well, I can put a little bit on the outside here. And as I'm doing this, let me also just throw it out there that you don't have to do any shading if you don't want to. It is completely up to you. Okay. Oh, I think this section needs something. So I'm going to do something similar to here and put some graphite on that outside. That I can bring up a little bit further. But then, you know what? Before I do that, I think I want to color in this, at least the center. Oh, and I think these two. If I had made them a little bit bigger, I could have done something similar like this, where you just, thicken that one side, and it looks neat. All right, and then I'm going to add a little bit of graphite here. I'm just kind of thinking like the layered look, I guess, is where my brain is going. Yeah. Okay, and then let's add a little bit on some of the curves in my little stem. That's nice. Well, I think I'm going to leave it. I still feel like I need something else up here. I just don't know what yet. And you know what? That's okay. But we'll add some motion here. And, well, I need a little bit more graphite. Whoops. Stop. Sorry. Oh, yeah, here's what I'm going to do. Watch. I hit the camera on accident. So sorry for that. And then it just wants to wobble and vibrate forever. So I'm kind of did a very loose aura with the pencil, and now I'm just smudging it out. This is my technical term. Smudging. Ooh, look at that. It's like, oh, it's just screaming joy. Joy to the world. As it's that time of year. At the time of this recording. In December. That got a little dark there, but that's okay. Some wispies. There we go. All right, there is always a way to adjust something where when you feel like, oh, let's just start over and put this one in either the transcend pile or the circular file. But then the other part of my brain says, no, 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 no. You tell people. There's always a way to fix it. And so there is. I'm just usually good at coming up with ideas for other people versus myself. This practice, though, of Zentangle has helped me, to be able to stop, take a minute, look, reflect, and go, no, let's try this. And you know what? Most times you find a way. And sometimes you have to just let it sit for a minute. But what a lovely tangle. Let me show you what I did on our Tangle Time. Well, the one that I attended and was able to tangle. The second one, the second one, I had a gig. So I brought my laptop and everybody got to tangle to the Christmas music I was playing. While I did that, everybody else was tangling. So I can't wait to watch the replay. But this is what I did in the earlier session. And, just having fun with the holiday colors and using what we did yesterday, Holly Lane from CZT Barbara Duell Johnson, and, paired it up. And I'm pretty tickled with, how it turned out. So, all right. Well, I hope that you have enjoyed this. And if you have, please click on the like button. And if you liked it enough to see more, would love to have you be a subscriber to the channel. I mentioned the description section, so look there for links to the step outs. I always do my own version and then link to the creator of the Tangle. Below that is my link tree. So if you would like to play with us, I try to mention this every video, that I do classes. A lot of them are free. Thursday, Tangle Time, free. That's what we did here. And the third Tuesday of the month, that's also free. And then the other ones on Tuesdays are paid. Also have a subscription club that you can take a look at. All of those links to all of that is in my link tree, which is below the links to the step outs. Also, just to mention, if you would like to hang out with a bunch of crazy Tangle addicts, we have room for you. We have a Tangle Addicts community group on Facebook, and it's so much fun. I can't speak highly enough of the great people that we have as part of this community. Just so amazing, inspirational in so many different ways. It's just so great. So come join us if you wish. There are 4 questions though that you have to answer in order to gain entry. Just like to let you know that. And there's lots of other information on the link tree. We'll look forward to connecting with you and hopefully tangling with you. Come join us. All right. So with that, thank you so much for watching, and I wish you happy tangling.